Hello and welcome back to Motion Time. Today we're gonna make this logo reveal in Apple Motion. This tutorial is inspired by Technomapia Visuals. I will link his channel down in the description box below. So first, my project settings, I'm using the usual one. 1920 by 1080 and the frame rate of 29.97 frames per second. As you can notice, I'm still using this Adidas logo that we have used yesterday. One thing that you need to remember is that you need Pixelmator Pro to achieve one of the outline effect that I will do in this tutorial. But you can also do the outline if you just trace the logo. Then one thing you need to remember is that you need to have this fill on your source because it will affect the output later in the animation. So first, let's clone our source. Let's clone that one. Let's turn off our source. And then this clone layer, let's rename this as shadow. Inside the shadow group, let's go to the group and then check fix resolution. Then let's add some zoom blur. So let's go to zoom blur. So filters, blur, and then zoom blur. Then let's add some keyframe for the center. So here on the first frame, and then around 1 second, let's add another keyframe. And then at 2 seconds, let's add another keyframe. So for the first keyframe, let's set it to the left. Then the middle one, let's set it to the top. And then the last keyframe, let's set it to the end of the project. So like this. Then around 15 frames, let's add some keyframe for the amount. Let's set this to 8, okay, something like this. And then after a few frames here on the 115, let's set this, oh no, not 115, around 105. Let's set it to 9. And then around 120, set this to 6. So it looks like this. Then go to keyframe editor, then Control A, then change the interpolation to is both. In the next step, here on the group, go to the first frame and opacity. Let's add some keyframes here. So first, let's set this to 0. Then on 15 or maybe around 10, let's set it to 15%. And then around here, let's set this to 20. Around here, let's set this to 50. Oh, no, not 50. Let's set this to 80. And then around here, let's add another keyframe. And then here, 125, set this to 40. Then one more thing, let's add some background. Okay, so once you're done with your background, let's lock it so that we don't accidentally move it. Next step, let's clone again our source. Press K on your keyboard. Let's arrange it and put it on top. Then here on the shadow group, let's add some image mask. So Command Shift N. Drag this clone layer inside the mask source well. Birth mask. So we have this one. So looks cool. Okay, so I think we have some issue with the animation for the zoom blur. So it stops here. Okay, so delete the middle one. This one, my mistake. I'll delete that one. And then what's next? Let's rename this clone group from earlier. Let's change that to mask so that we know what that clone layer is. Then around 2 seconds, so select your mask group and then let's add some keyframe there for the opacity. So 2 seconds and then 10 frames, set that to 0. So the next thing we need to do is clone our source again. We will do a lot of cloning. Then this group, let's rename it as light rays. Let's put it on top. Then as you have guessed it, we will go to the group and then fix resolution. And then we will add some light ray filter. So where is it located? It's in the filters, glow, and then light rays. So for the amount, set that to around 120. And then we will do some keyframes here on the opacity of the light ray. Around 120, let's add some keyframe there. Then 10 frames, keyframe, and then 10 frames, set that to 0. So for the first keyframe of the opacity, set that to 0. So we will have something like this. Okay, so looks nice. Go to the keyframe editor, select your keyframes, then is both. Then here on our source, let's duplicate this because we're gonna animate the outline of our logo. So Command D, let's turn that on. Okay, then change that to outline or rename the group as outline. Then okay, delete this one. So here on the path, let's turn off all the fills and then turn all outline. So you need to turn it on manually. Next is go to behaviors, shape, and then right on. Okay, and then let's trim it around here at 2 seconds. Then shape outline, draw and erase. Speed, set that to accelerate. Okay, then if we look at it, we will have this kind of draw and erase outline already. So we're not gonna stop there. Let's add some stroke offset. So add some keyframe on the first frame of our behavior. And then around here at maybe, let's say 1 second, let's adjust the stroke offset like this. And if we look at it, so the next thing is just copy and pasting this right on behavior to the other paths. So let's option and then click and drag to the other. If we look at it, oh, so it's interesting already. So maybe we can add some glow. Let's try to do that. So go to filters, glow, and glow. Let's change the opacity a bit and then increase the radius. Okay, so something like this, you can copy mine. So we've done that. We have finished the outline. We have one more thing to do, and that is to make the glossy metallic part of the logo. So if you have seen the other tutorial that I have made yesterday, you can just copy and paste that and do some keyframes for the opacity. But for this tutorial, I will redo it. Okay, so let's go back again. I'm gonna clone my source. Let's drop it up, or let's put it up. And then I'm gonna make I will add some clouds generator. So Command Shift N. Then inside this group, I will go to add object, generators, and clouds. Okay, set the horizontal to 32 and vertical scale to 145. Set the speed to 0. Then first up to the third layer strength, set that to 0. And here on the gradient, the white one, set the location to 66. And then the black one, set that to 17. Then here on the width, set that to 3840. And then the height to 160. Then go to the properties of your clouds generator and set the rotation to -25. Then remember the other clone layer, let's rename that as mask. Then here on the mask, we need to add 2 filters. So let's turn off our clouds first. So we need to add 2 filters. Go to filters, stylize, and then what's that? Extrude. Yeah, extrude. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so don't forget to fix resolution. So extrude, set the distance to 10, then the angle to 170. Let's see, let's take a closer look. Maybe not 10, maybe 7. Okay, 7. Then duplicate this extrude, set the angle to 350. So that's there. Both sides has that extrusion. Then I think back brightness, set that to 0.1 and 0.1. Then lastly, we need to add some indent. So go to filters, stylize, and then where is it? Indent. Then set the depth of the indent to 20. Yeah, so 20. And then here on the softness, set that to 0.65. Then here on the ambient, set that to 0.61. Then brightness, set that to 1. And then in highlight brightness, set that to 71. Then light rotation 170. Then let's go back to our clouds again. So here's our clouds generator. Let's duplicate this indent, then click or add that to our clouds. So option click or option drag. And then here on the clouds, let's add some image mask, command shift M. Let's drag this mask inside that. Then change the source channel from alpha to luminance. Then remember, we need to add 3 more filters to make this metallic logo shine more. Here on glint, set the glint size to 3, then exposure to -2, then streaks to 2. Okay, then leave the rest as is and then turn on bloom. Then here on aura, let's turn that on. Here on the inner radius, set that to 21, then outer radius to 12, then brightness to 71. Okay, so my mistake. This image mask, we need to add this not onto the group but onto the clouds generator. So let's do that. Okay, so you see the difference. So my mistake. Okay, so it looks so interesting now. Then one more thing. So go to your clouds generator. Here on the offset, the X, let's add a parameter there. So click, add parameter, and then ramp. Change the end value to -0.05. Okay, so if we look at it, okay, we have this movement now already. Then the next step, almost finished. So clone our source layer. Let's rename that as a logo. Let's put it below the mask group. So this generator, the clouds generator group, let's rename it as a glossy logo. Then let's make a new group, command shift N. Select glossy logo in the mask, put it inside. Let's rename it as glossy logo final. Then let's make a new group, command shift N. Select glossy logo final and logo, put it onto that new group, and then let's rename it as glossy. And then this glossy group, let's put it on 2 seconds. So select your glossy group and then shift, and then what's this? Shift left a bracket so that it will move to the 2-second mark. And then select your glossy logo final. Then around 215, add some keyframe for the opacity. So here and then up 215, around 5 seconds, change the opacity to 0. Okay, so that's how to create this logo metallic reveal in Apple Motion. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and see you again next time. And one more thing, I will upload, or this template will be available for download. So it's free. Just look at the description box. So thank you and see you again next time. Peace.